Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're having a great day, drinking lots of water, staying hydrated, have eaten something at some point today. If you haven't, now's your chance to, because we're sitting back, relaxing, and playing some more Danganronpa today. Just a heads up, I'm a little bit stuffy today, so bear with me if I do any sniffing. I'll try not to, but you know, it's hard sometimes. My allergies are acting up because of the season changes, but yeah. This weekend was my last weekend at my waitress job, which is really exciting. I've been there for 2.5 years. Finally, I'm free, and it was an experience. But I'm finally free on the weekends again, which is really, really exciting. So, that's about it for me and my updates. So that being said, we're gonna jump right into Danganronpa. We are in the middle of chapter 4 right now. I don't know if we're actually in the middle. When it goes to nighttime, I consider it middle, so it's not quite there yet. We're in free time. I think we gotta find someone to hang out with. But there's only 5 chapters in this game, I believe. So, yeah. I guess we're getting closer. This game is taking me a million years to do because I only stream an hour a day. But it's all good. Alright, nobody's in here. Continuing on. Alright. Well, let's look in the gym first. I was gonna say, I'm gonna assume people are upstairs. If we're a little laggy here and there, it's because I'm uploading a video on YouTube right now. Just bear with that. Should be almost done. Nope. This was my problem last time. I had no clue where people were. Alright, let's head upstairs. See if anyone's up here. Oh, I thought that was a person. Maybe in the library? No. It is hard now because there is only like 6 of us, 7 of us, something like that. And it's a huge school. Before it was a lot easier with however many of us there were, 13, something like that. I don't know why I went in a classroom. Nobody's ever in the classrooms. Alright, let's find the stairs to the 3rd floor. Rec room, maybe? No. What? Where is everybody? Maybe in here? The art room? No. I'm getting annoyed. Where is everybody? Maybe they're in the lab? No. Maybe they're in the back room of the lab? The back rooms? I did not mean to open Reddit on my phone. I was just trying to look at chat. My gosh. Nobody's in here. Where the dip is everybody? This is becoming my, this was my least favorite part in general, but this is becoming, really annoying for me. This part of the game. Because it's so hard to find people. Floor 4, I guess. Oh, hey, I just hung out with you, I think. What's going on? Yes, you're the first person I found. Yeah, sure. Hero taught me about all the best power spots. Hero and I grew a little closer today. I don't think I have any more presents. I have plenty of time. I don't feel like just sitting here. I should go somewhere. Is it still... Is it still free time? Now I gotta look everywhere again. Oh, Kiri. Kiri. Go away. She won't even look at me. Guess she doesn't even want to see my face. What? Whoa, I didn't even know I could go in here. Whoa, that's sick. Whoa! I didn't even know I could go into these places. Holy crap. Guess I've just never noticed the door there. Anyway, anyone in the dining hall? No, yeah. Oh, I love Hina. Spend time with Hina. Listen, I'm really sorry, but I kind of want to be alone right now. I've got a lot I need to think about. Alright, what about you, Sakura? I appreciate the thought, but I'd like to be alone right now. I need time to myself. I need to think. Although that's one skill I haven't developed too much. Guys. That leaves me with only like 3 more people. And 2 of them I don't want to hang out with. Didn't think so. Check the gym again. This is so annoying. This is gonna be half the stream today, is just walking around looking for people to talk to. I keep thinking that's people. No. Yeah, I was like, there's no other rooms up here, I thought. Rec room? No. Where the frick is everyone? bother with a lab. They're probably up here somewhere. Is this one of the locked ones? Yeah. Classrooms. Bathrooms. Office. No. That's locked. I remember that. What about the chem room? No? There's only one more room. It's the music room. What? What? Where is everybody? Okay, I guess we'll check the physics room. Start knocking on people's bedroom doors, like, my gosh. I've looked at the whole school. I guess I haven't looked in the pool. Anybody? No. Alright. I'm about to look up where people are at, my gosh. Nobody's in the nurse. I guess could be people out here. Usually there's not. Yeah. Store. That's that room. Okay, let's go back here. Oh, what the flip? What are you doing here? When are we ever gonna get out of here? Not that I'd have much to look forward to if I did get out. Yes, because I've been looking for people. I don't really want to hang out with you, but... What, more pity? Aren't you such a good person showing me all this pity? Just because I can't find anyone else to spend time with. I spent some time with Toko. Toko and I grew a little closer today. Would you like to give Toko a present? She's just standing there. Does she want something? But she's not saying anything. Maybe I should try to start a conversation. Toko? What? So you want to talk to me? Well, I can't stop you, so talk already. Okay, sure, but what should I say? So what do you like to do in your spare time? Why do you want to know? I mean, you know, we're trapped here together, right? If we're gonna be friends, it'd be nice to get to know each other. What'd you just say? After that part about being trapped, we're gonna be what? Friends? What do you mean friends? You think I'm stupid? You're trying to trick me. I've already been hurt once before. I'm not gonna let it happen again. You've been hurt? What happened? Come on, you don't really care about me. You don't want to know about me. Even I know that. No, that's not true. Fine, then tell me. Tell you what? You know why they call me the ultimate writing prodigy, right? Yeah, sure. You've won all kinds of literature prizes and stuff. Then tell me what I'm good at. Tell me what my genre specialty is. If you really want to convince me you give a crap, you should at least know that. The genre that I think the Ultimate Writing Prodigy specializes in? Young adult. Probably romance. It's romance, of course. You actually knew? Your biggest success was So Lingers the Ocean, right? Everyone says it's your masterpiece. The book of such a hit, that fisherman shot to the top of all the hottest men polls, right? How'd you know that? There's no way you care about me. I'm telling you I do. I mean, we're friends, aren't we? I'm blind. Your straightforward nature blinded me. Toko ran off, screaming like a banshee. I'm not really sure. Does she hate me now? Oh, I unlocked vocabulary. Once we were all done, I headed back to my room for a little while. Don't make me do it again, please. Okay, good. Ding dong bing bong. Nighttime already. Tonight feels somehow uneasy. We still haven't settled things with Sakura. Everyone's in a terrible mood. I just hope nothing happens tonight. You say that, there's something gonna happen. After I declined the offer to become a shrimp, the tech support lady just refused to drop the issue. Once the shrimp idea was dead, she came back suggesting I should become a crab instead. How much can one person love crustaceans? So no, of course, and she shot back. Okay, then how about, to make you extra special, you can be a crab that walks sideways and backwards. But how's that any better? I don't want to go sideways or backwards, I want to go forward. I heard her annoyed sigh on the other end of the line, and then she said, You just don't see the splendor of the crab. Haven't you ever heard of the tale of the crab and the monkey? Of course I've heard it. I know all about it. But so what? The crab beats the monkey, but it's just some legend, hardly relevant to our greed-obsessed modern society. Sure, monkeys still show up in movies and stuff from time to time, but not crabs. Monkey-themed clothes are sweeping the fashion world, but the crab doesn't stand a chance, right? What I'm saying is crabs have no place in today's light-speed world. Do your market research, lady. Which is why I chose the always popular bear image. Ding dong bing bong.
Good morning, everyone. It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine. Get ready to greet another beautiful day.
I need to do something about Sakura. I better go to the dining hall and talk to the others about it one more time. Let's go. Whoa, what the heck? Was that someone screaming? I think it came from the dining hall. Makoto, we got a big problem, man. What's wrong? Look. Hiro's finger shook as he pointed. Hina?
Are you okay? What happened? She killed her. Genocide Jill killed Hina!
You gotta be kidding.
No, she's not dead. Open your eyes. No way she's dead. What happened? Toko and Hina just all of a sudden, they were yelling and then they knocked the pepper off the table and that led to a sneeze. Her giant balloons are a little too perfect, aren't they? I might be flat, but at least mine are real. And look at my shapely collarbone. Doesn't it just totally set you on fire? Anyway, you totally non-adorable boys just get her out of my sight, okay? Or else I'll start cutting and cutting and cutting and indulging myself for who knows how long. Okay then, let's get Hina to the nurse's office. Come on, Hiro, help me. Sure thing. Genocide Jack's abrasive laugh chased us out of the room as we carried Hina away. By the time I finished taking care of Hina's injury in the nurse's office, she seemed to have finally regained her composure. Thank you. Are you sure you're feeling better? Yeah, it really was just a scratch. But still, that was super close. If I hadn't yelled out, you'd be dead right now. It's all thanks to me, you know. Yes, well, 1,000 times thank you, sir. So sarcastic just makes you sound even more hostile. But man, I couldn't believe it. I was positive I was about to see someone's life come to an end. If I ever saw something like that, I'd never be able to sleep again, which would suck. I love sleep. Yeah, never mind the person who actually died, right? Hey, Hina, what the heck happened? We just got into a fight, and I lost my temper and flew off the handle. Let me guess, the fight was because of Sakura? At first I tried to just ignore it. If you let jerk buttholes get to you all the time, you'll never have time left to live your life. But she wouldn't let it go, so I just... Without thinking about it, I felt like I wanted to punch her like a dozen times. A dozen punches isn't really without thinking. And when things got out of hand, Genocide Jack got let loose, right? It's my own fault, but I just couldn't take it anymore. Because she was saying all these terrible things about my friend, you know? Before I knew it, Hina's eyes started welling up with tears. And just as the tears were on the brink of spilling over, the door to the nurse's office burst open. I thought the door was going to fly off its hinges. And there she stood before us. Hina? Sakura. You're hurt. What happened? Nothing. It's not a big deal. Makoto, Hiro, what's the meaning of this? It wasn't me. It was Genocide Jill. It's all that demented murderous fiend's fault. To hurt Hina? To leave me alone but hurt her. What is this? What is this? I'm okay, really. It's just a scratch. Unforgivable. I can't forgive them. Hiro, if you want to hate someone, hate me. If you want to hurt someone, hurt me. I don't hate you exactly. Why? Somebody save me. Hiro nearly tripped over himself as he ran screaming out of the nurse's office. But just a second later, what's going on? What's all this noise about? Kyoko stood in the doorway of the nurse's office, taking Hiro's spot in the room. I gather that something happened. Kyoko, please, you have to stop Sakura. You don't need to stop me. I'm okay. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm drawing a line right here and now. Drawing a line? Goodbye. Wait, Sakura. Hina sprang into action, leaving the nurse's office to chase after Sakura. The only ones left were... Hey there. Kyoko? Are you still mad? Yeah, I figured. It's fine. About that issue we discussed earlier, it doesn't matter anymore. Then, do you forgive me for not being able to talk about it? You could have told me about Sakura and Monokuma fighting, but you stayed quiet. You were only thinking of Sakura, and that's why you didn't tell me, right? You didn't want to confuse everyone until you could talk to her and be sure of what you saw. That's what you were thinking, and that's why you didn't tell me, right? Yeah. To think like that? I wouldn't have expected such arrogance from you. What? Because ultimately, that means you don't trust me. No, that's not it. But if that's how you feel, I can't really change your mind. Sorry. It's fine. I've already forgotten about it. Besides, I may have overreacted. Anyway, it's over and done with. Like I said, let's just forget about it. Okay, thank you. Oh, I want to talk to you about something else. What is it you wanted to talk to me about?
Indeed.
Actually, I'd like you to come somewhere with me. I have business there. Where?
So,
Just come with me and you'll find out. I guess, but...
shall we go?
Well then, shall we get going? With her typical indifference, Kyoko turned and walked away, setting a brisk pace. Kyoko. I hurried to catch up to her. She walked ahead in silence, and in silence I chased her. And eventually we arrived. The dressing room? So the something else you mentioned?
Indeed.
That's right, it has to do with alter ego. But you said we didn't need alter ego anymore. I didn't say we didn't need him, I just said he had done his job. Besides, it's not us that needs alter ego, he has business with us.
Right.
Alter ego asked me to bring others to come see him. Apparently he has something he wants to ask us. Alter ego wants to ask us something?
Correct.
Oh. The laptop isn't in here anymore. Now it's sitting in the chair. Oh, I didn't even notice. Hello. It's just the two of you? Kyoko and Makoto? Kyoko's fingers glided across the keyboard. Is two not enough? No, it's okay. Two should be plenty. But what is it he wants to ask us?
Indeed.
Let's find out, shall we? Kyoko typed in the question. What do you want to ask us? Oh yeah, so I'd like you to take me somewhere where you can connect me to the school network. What? Kyoko and I quickly glanced at each other. She replied, Why? Well, he said my job was done right, but to just stop here, saying I finished my work, I don't want that. I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here. That's what Master would want too. So to help everyone else, to solve the mystery of this school, the only way I can help is if you connect me to the school's network. But if you did that, that's basically suicide. I'm positive the mastermind would find out about it. They'd probably find you and they'd... You agree, right, Kyoko? I realize how dangerous it could be, but still, I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true, so it's okay. If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. I couldn't help but get lost in the voice. It was just too committed, too admirable, too fragile.
Hey.
You remember what you asked before, Makoto? You asked what the difference is between a person and a program, right? Yeah.
Certainly.
When I talk to alter ego, I don't know. I have no idea how to answer that question. I think maybe there's a question even the program's creator can't answer. But I can say this.
Correct.
There's no question that alter ego is our friend. Kyoko, to be honest, I didn't want alter ego to push himself anymore. Because if we take any more risks, the mastermind really will notice it. But let's do it, Makoto. Let's connect alter ego to the network. But
Hey.
he's our friend, so I want to take his feelings into consideration. And he says he wants to fight alongside his friends.
Well.
If you were in his place, could you just sit by and do nothing in this situation? If you saw everyone else fighting and doing their best, could you just look the other way? Or would you stand up? Stand up tall next to everyone else and tell them you're their friend. Hey, are you guys fighting? If it's about me, please don't. I want to believe in myself. I want to be able to say, I know I can do this. So please, let me try.
Listen.
And besides, there's one place where the mastermind might not notice. One place?
That's right.
Remember, there's another place besides here where there's no surveillance camera. A room without a surveillance camera? That's it, the secret room you told me about. I definitely remember there was no surveillance cameras in there.
Indeed.
And I do believe you can connect to the network from there. I remember seeing an Ethernet port on the wall. However, it's just because there's no camera there doesn't mean there's no danger. There's no way to be sure the mastermind isn't monitoring the network somehow. We'll also have to move Alter Ego, and the mastermind may spot us going into the secret room. If they pick up on any of this, then it's all over. You're right.
That's what we have to do.
But despite all that, I think we need to try.
Correct.
Because that's our best chance of finding any new clues. Kyoko, in that case, will you let me carry him? There's no way you could hide him with what you're wearing, right? So let me do it.
It's true.
Okay then, I'll leave it to you. Thank you.
So then,
Then let's get started. It's gonna be a little cramped for you, Alter Ego. Bear with us, okay? We started packing him up right away. I closed the laptop and stuffed it underneath my jacket. It tickles. You can't talk right now. We're gonna move you to another room until we get there. You can't have to be absolutely silent, okay? Understood. Your command has been implemented. Good. To have him react like a machine like that all of a sudden, I didn't know how to react.
Makoto.
In the secret room, there are a bunch of different cables in one of the desk drawers. So there might be a network cable in there.
However,
Assuming the mastermind hasn't taken it already. Well, all we can do is go and check for ourselves.
it's true.
Agreed. Let's head to the secret room. Upstairs, I think. Right? Upstairs bathroom. Hey! Why is everyone around all of a sudden? Chill.
Hey,
Hey, Makoto. Are you sure all the documents are gone? I refuse to believe you. Go and check again. What?
listen to me.
Just hurry up and go. And to make sure you don't run off, I'm gonna wait right here. Oh, I get it. She's acting. She was so forceful, I thought I made her mad again somehow.
Just a second.
Why are you just standing there? Hurry up and go. Okay, I'm going.
So then,
And be thorough. I'm counting on you. Okay, first we have to find a network cable. Should be a bunch of cables in this drawer. Found it. This is a network cable, right? Now we just need to connect Alter Ego. I immediately got to work. I pulled out the laptop and connected it to the Ethernet port with a cable. And that should do it. Yeah, I think it works. Just leave the rest to me. I swear I'll find something. I might even be able to connect to the outside world. If I can, I'll see if I can call for help. So please just wait a little while longer. Just hold tight and put your faith in me. As I was about to leave, I decided to leave him with one last thing. No matter what, we're gonna get out of here. You and the rest of us, as friends. Friends? Even me? Thank you. Thank you, Makoto.
Makoto.
How'd it go? Well, it went okay, but all the documents are gone, just like I told you. My reply was an unintentional mix of acting and real feelings.
Correct.
I see. Then there's nothing left for us here.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Before I knew it, Kyoko was walking away. She wasn't acting anymore, that much was for sure. Kyoko,
What?
yes? So we're just gonna split up?
Why is that?
Of course, I have no reason to stay with you at this point. Maybe, but isn't that a little too direct? Should I hesitate and fumble for something to say? You're so high maintenance. That's not what I meant. I just had one more thing I wanted to talk to you about, like, what are you gonna do about Sakura?
It's true.
Well, something has to be done, it's true.
However,
But the way things are right now, there's no way to persuade anyone. They don't have the mind to listen. Then what should we?
so
If we can find some new clue, that would likely change the situation. That's all we can hope for right now. Which is why Alter Ego. All we can do is wait and believe in our friends. You're right. That's our only option. We parted ways and I headed back to my room. kinda tired, so I lay down in bed. Maybe it was because of the stress of moving alter ego, but I was way more tired than I realized. So before long at all, I completely dozed off. Huh? The sharp sound of the doorbell pierced my sleepy haze and pulled me back to the real world. Makoto, get out here. Kyoko? What's going on? Hina just came to see me and she was white as a ghost. Sounds like something's happened. What? As soon as I heard those words, my heart started to beat a little faster. I suddenly found myself wide awake. She said for us to come to the rec room. The rec room? Okay, let's hurry. Can't get the door open. Is it locked? I better hear what Hina has to say. Makoto, Kyoko. Hina, what's wrong? Something's not right. In the rec room. What's inside? There was a window on the rec room door and I hurried to look inside. And when I did... Sakura? Is she unconscious? She's sitting up in the chair like she's bowing her head.
Hey.
What's going on? Did something happen to her? I was just walking past and I happened to notice her through the window, but I couldn't get the door open. I tried knocking, I tried calling her name, but she wouldn't respond. So what should we do? What are we gonna do? First of all, we need to get into that rec room. But the door's locked, right? And if we break in, we'll be violating school regulations. We're gonna force our way in. I just said the door isn't locked. It's not locked because the rec room door doesn't have a lock. Then why? It feels like the door's pressing up against something inside the room. Is it the chair? Chair? Either way, this door isn't locked, which means as far as I can tell, the rule doesn't apply. Then there's no problem if we break in? Let's smash the window. That should be the fastest way. Okay, I'll go get something to break it with. Wait right here. Inside the rec room, Sakura still hadn't moved an inch. She's just unconscious, right? Is she okay? I mean, it's Sakura, so I'm sure. Kyoko didn't reply. There was only silence. But that silence didn't last long. Here. I found a broom in the classroom. Use it. You can handle this, right, Makoto? Come on, please hurry. Okay, you two, stand back. I took hold of the broom and swung as hard as I could. Aiming it directly at the window, all it took was one solid hit. The window shattered into 100 pieces, scattering across the rec room floor. I stuck my hand through the now open window and started jostling the chair against the door. Leaning against the door. The chair's pretty heavy, but if I can just... I pushed on it with all my strength, and finally the knob turned. Sakura! I ran up to her as fast as I could, but the moment I laid my hand on her, all I felt was cold death. I could only feel the last lingering warmth of a living body. Life had abandoned Sakura's body. And then...
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Yeah, here we go. Second half. Sakura's dead? I didn't realize she was speaking, sorry. I heard Hina talking, but my eyes stared steadily forward. I could only look on at Sakura's dead body. We didn't make it in time. It's happened again. Muttering to herself, Kyoko began to gently inspect Sakura's body. I wondered, was she confirming that Sakura really was dead, checking for a pulse or a reaction? I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room. And I? Why? Why did this have to happen? That's all I could say. I repeated it over and over again. I need to examine Sakura's body. I just stood there motionless behind her while she checked Sakura's corpse. Time passed. While I stood there unable to do a thing, time just passed. And after I don't know how long, I got everyone. So, she's dead, huh? Sakura's been killed? I see. As soon as they arrived, Kyoko began.
Just a second.
You heard the announcement just now, right? So you know what this means. Sakura was murdered, and by someone in this very room. Is that what you were going to say? No. Whoever killed her, it's not just someone in this room. It was one of you, Hiro, Byakuya, Toko. One of you killed Sakura. You're accusing us before we've even begun the investigation. I don't need to investigate anything. Because you hated her. You hated the sight of her. One of you did it. I know it. You know it? Jeez. I didn't know your power level would increase by that much just getting mad. What are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm here to hand out my little murder flyer. That's right. It's the next Monokuma file. And don't get so mad, Miss Asahina, or you're gonna ruin that lewd little face of yours. Now then, with that, Hold on. There's something I want to ask you. It was you, wasn't it? You killed Sakura? Sakura wanted to challenge the mastermind to a duel. Maybe you and her fought again and then I killed her? Sorry, not quite. Actually, not even close. That whole thing is totally irrelevant now. Sakura came to a most regrettable end without even getting the chance to finish things with me. Which, thank God for that, saved me the trouble of going through with our little fight. Because even for someone like me, it would have been no mean feat to take down a behemoth like that. I gotta tell you, I was actually pretty worried. I mean, she'd violated a rule by attacking me in the first place, but I wasn't able to punish her. So, I don't know who it was, but whoever the Blackened is this time, I owe you one. You owe them one? Oopsie, before you get all pissy-potty with me, you better figure out who did it first. Because, I mean, your lives are all on the line, right? He owes them one? I hate him. I hate this whole thing. Well, I, for one, am glad it was Sakura. She was working with a mastermind after all. How can you say that now? Sorry, I don't have time for your squabbling. The next game has already begun. If you want to be angry at someone, be angry at whoever killed Sakura. Right now, our top priority needs to be uncovering Sakura's killer. If we can't do that, we're all dead. And let's decide who will stand guard this time. I'll do it. Hina? I'm okay. Just let me handle it. Besides, I want to be here with Sakura. Okay, then Hina is guard number 1, but we need one more. Kyoko, that's you. Me. You're always a thorn in my side. This time, just stand by and watch quietly. Consider that an order. An order?
That's fine.
Fine, I'll stay behind. Then it's settled. Let's begin, shall we? Hold on. Before that, there's something I want to say. Which is, Hiro, Byakuya, Toko, none of you are allowed to step foot in the crime scene. What? One of you killed Sakura. I won't let someone like that come anywhere near her. Don't be stupid. Our lives are in just as much danger as yours. We have every right to investigate. I don't care what you say. I'm not letting the one who killed Sakura anywhere near her. Even if it means I have to use force, you're not getting in here. Well, it appears further discussion would be a waste of time. How about a compromise? I'll let all this in. Just let me. What is this? He owes them one? I hate him. I hate this whole thing. I won't ask you to let all this in. Just let me. What? You don't really care, do you? You're both useless anyway. Nope, don't really care. I'd rather spend my time coming up with another splendid fantasy involving Master anyway. And do you, Hiro? Do you really object? If you're gonna go that far, what can I do? I mean, I don't have anything to hide, so why should I care? then it's decided.
What are you saying?
Nothing's decided.
Calm down.
I know how you feel, Hina, but you should agree to his request. But
Hey,
we have to find out who killed Sakura.
correct.
For those of us still alive, and to honor Sakura's memory. Fine, I guess that's okay. But no matter what, Byakuya, you absolutely aren't allowed to touch her. Naturally, who would want to touch a filthy dead body?
Listen.
That's enough fighting. We need to focus on the investigation from here on out. Everyone keep this in mind. If we can't uncover Sakura's killer,
Listen to me.
all of us face execution. Finding out who killed Sakura, it's not a matter of hoping we can do it. If we want to survive, we have to do it. It's kind of a hopeless hope. We have no choice but to just do it. Investigate. I better check the Monokuma file before anything else. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There is evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. However, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood.
Hey,
I think the case this time might be a challenge. Why is that?
so
The only way into the rec room is the door we just came through. And that door had been jammed shut with a chair from the inside of the rec room. Which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after barring the door. So if the door was blocked from the inside and there was no way in or out till we broke the window, there's like zero escape, right?
in other words,
In other words, this is a classic locked room murder. Locked room murder? Guess you might see this kind of thing in a lot of mystery movies or books or whatever, but could it really happen in real life? And right before our very eyes like this?
hey,
Are you curious to hear more about what a locked room murder entails? Sure, if you don't mind.
that's fine.
When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type is when the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. This simply means the killer commits his crime, then through some special method seals a room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving the locking of the room. Basic approaches include a string or simple mechanism. There are a number of variations. So for that, all we have to do is check the door to see if that's what happened, right?
Correct.
The second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed. Oh?
In other words,
Basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from the outside to target the victim inside. You push a switch and it fires a handgun, and you shoot an arrow through a gap in the door, something like that.
however,
But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't have any gap that would allow it. Yeah, I think we can probably cross that one off the list.
it's true.
The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it's opened up. What do you mean by that?
In other words,
They stay hidden, and when the door is opened up, they use the confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that. That sounds like it could have been possible, maybe.
it's true.
And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all. Not a locked room.
In other words,
By that, I mean there actually is an alternate escape route somewhere in the room. You see this a lot in novels and things, but in reality, it's generally not possible. Then you think we can cross that one off too, right?
indeed.
I believe so, yes. So when it comes to locked room mysteries, those are the basics. So there are 4 possibilities. Then, Kyoko, which of the 4 choices seems the most likely in this case?
It's true.
That's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during this trial. But right now, I can't really say. I see. The way the killer set up the locked room. Until I figure that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else. This looks like some kind of wrapper. That's... Do you recognize it, Hina? Well, yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. It's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little. So you gave that candy to Sakura. I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. he really liked them that much. But I wanted Sakura to have the chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now they've lost all their flavor. Hina. Blow to a head. But according to the Monokuma file, she also vomited blood. See trace of blood on her lips. What could have caused her to vomit blood? Not a chance. Byakuya. However, your eyes have landed on the most interesting location. Interesting? Yes, most interesting, don't you agree? No, I don't think you'd call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. There are shards of glass scattered around the chair Sakura was sitting on. It's all red, and these are the top and bottom sections of a bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle. Something else on the ground near the glass. It's a figure. It sits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure. There are 4 red bottles.
So,
It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle. You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside. You've never seen that? Yeah, maybe I have.
in other words,
So this is the Monokuma version of that. The Monokuma bottle, if you will. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things little by little. The Monokuma bottle sitting on the shelf. Yes, Sakura must have been hit in the head with a Monokuma bottle, right? The shards of glass and the Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. There's blood stain on the front of the magazine shelf. It must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Oh, over here. There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance of the room.
so
It looks like a protein drink, and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
wrong.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. I know. But still, this protein can, it's got a label on it that says Chem A2. That reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the Chem lab had all kinds of health stuff. So she must have gotten this from the Chem lab.
Just a second.
That's strange. What is?
Hey,
You see what's scattered around the can? Shards of light blue glass. They must be parts of the window I broke to get inside.
correct.
But they weren't just scattered around the can, they were also underneath it. Why does that matter?
So,
I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on. An important clue? I'm not sure I see how. Might end for today. If I remember how. That's not right. There we go. Alrighty. Ooh. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. I'll be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard for some Minecraft Survival. So see you guys then. We're going to see if there's any friends we can raid today. While I'm doing that, if you're watching on YouTube and you enjoyed, please consider subscribing. It takes 2 seconds and it's completely free, so you can always unsubscribe later. None of our friends are streaming today, so we are just going to end. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Bye.